11 kilometers down, the ocean swallows all light. The pressure here could flatten a steel submarine. This is the Challenger Deep, the planet's lowest point. Fewer humans have touched it than have walked the moon. And yet, something down there is alive. Strange shapes drift through water older than memory. Creatures with no eyes, no color, no need for the sun. We are about to descend into that darkness. Past trenches deeper than Everest is tall. Into the hidden basement of our world. The journey begins at the surface of the Western Pacific. Sunlight dances on a calm blue skin. A research vessel idles above an invisible wound. Below it, the seafloor drops away suddenly. This is the Mariana Trench, a crescent-shaped scar carved into Earth's crust. It stretches roughly 2,550 kilometers across the Pacific, longer than the Grand Canyon by far. At its deepest point lies the Challenger Deep, named after a British ship from 1875. That ship lowered a weighted rope into the dark. The rope kept falling and falling. Today we measure the deep with sound. Sonar pulses travel down and return slowly. The number they give back is staggering, around 10,935 meters below the waves. Imagine stacking Mount Everest into this trench. Its peak would still sit underwater. More than 2 kilometers of ocean above the summit. That is the scale we are entering. We begin the descent slowly. The submersible's lights cut through turquoise. Fish flicker past in silver schools. Sunlight still reaches us here. This is the epipelagic zone, the thin, bright skin of the sea. It ends near 200 meters down. Below that, the colors begin to die. Red fades first, then orange, then yellow. By 500 meters, only a deep blue remains. We have entered the twilight zone. Here, the water is cold and dim. Strange shapes drift past the viewport. Lanternfish blink with rows of tiny lights. Their bellies glow to hide their shadows. A siphonophore stretches by like a living thread. It can be longer than a blue whale. But it is fragile, almost invisible. A chain of clones working as one body. We keep falling. The dial passes 1,000 meters. The last hint of sunlight dies behind us. We have entered the midnight zone. Outside the porthole, the world is pure black. Only our headlights exist now. The wire grows colder. Pressure squeezes the hole. For every 10 meters down, another atmosphere presses in. At this depth, hundreds stack on us. Something drifts into the beam. A vampire squid, small and crimson. Its cloak unfurls, lined with soft spines. It is not a predator of nightmares. It eats marine snow, the dust of dead things falling forever. Gentle, ancient, and strange. Marine snow keeps drifting past us, tiny white flakes from the world above. Every flake is food for the deep, the corpses of plankton, fish scales, broken shells. This quiet rain feeds an entire hidden kingdom. Without it, the abyss would starve. We pass 4,000 meters. Now we enter the abyssal zone. The seafloor here is mostly flat plain, soft mud stretching for thousands of kilometers. But we are not stopping here. The trench still yawns beneath us. At 6,000 meters, a new realm begins. Scientists call it the hadal zone. Named after Hades, the underworld of meth, only trenches reach this deep. There are fewer than 30 hadal trenches on Earth, hidden seams where tectonic plates collide. The Mariana Trench is the deepest of them all, a place where one plate dives beneath another. The Pacific plate slides under the Philippine plate, slowly, relentlessly, over millions of years. This collision builds volcanoes above and carves abysses below. Our lights sweep the trench walls. Pale sediment, soft as flour, coats every surface. A single footprint here might last centuries. Nothing disturbs it but slow currents. Then movement. A small pink shape wriggles into view. It is a snailfish, translucent, almost ghostly. Its body looks like wet tissue paper. No scales, no swim bladder, no armor. Yet this delicate creature is the deepest fish ever filmed, recorded past 8,300 meters down. Scientists believe its body is built for crushing pressure. Special molecules keep its cells from collapsing. Where we would be flattened, it simply drifts, calm, unhurried, at home. We watch it vanish into the dark. The trench feels strangely alive. Tiny, shrimp-like creatures dart along the mud. These are amphipods, scavengers of the deep. Some grow surprisingly large here, pale, almost see-through with hungry eyes. They swarm anything that falls from above, a dead whale, a lost fish, a sunken log. In hours, only bones remain. The trench wastes nothing. Could you survive a single dive into this darkness? Tell me down in the comments. Imagine sitting in a steel sphere the size of a closet. Outside, 11 kilometers of black water. Every creak of the hull a question. Every shadow a stranger you have never met. Only a handful of humans have done it. Their stories sound almost like dreams. In 1960, 2 men reached this place first, Jacques Picard and Don Walsh in the Trieste. Their bathyscaphe groaned under unimaginable pressure. A window cracked on the way down. Yet they touched the bottom and looked out. Picard reported seeing a flat fish-like creature. Scientists still debate what he really saw. The deep keeps its secrets carefully. Decades later, filmmaker James Cameron descended alone. His sub reached Challenger Deep in 2012. He described a desolate lunar world, soft sediment, total silence, profound stillness. Yet samples from such dives revealed life everywhere, microbes thriving in the mud, bacteria that breathe methane and sulfur, tiny ecosystems running on chemistry, not sunlight. Near some trenches, the seafloor leaks warmth. Hydrothermal vents hiss into freezing water. Around them, tube worms wave in slow currents. Strange crabs cluster at the edges. These oases are powered by Earth itself, heat from the planet's restless core. Life here does not need the sun. It feeds on the planet's breath. We move along the trench wall. Our headlights catch a sudden flash. A jellyfish pulses past, its body almost invisible. Inside, a glowing ring spins like a galaxy. This is bioluminescence, the language of the deep, light made by living chemistry. Most deep-sea creatures can produce it, some to lure prey, some to confuse predators. A small fish drifts by with a glowing chin. It dangles its lure like a tiny lantern. In a world without sun, light becomes a weapon, and sometimes a quiet conversation. We pause near a sediment shelf. Something long and pale rests on the mud. It is a sea cucumber, soft and slow. Some hadal species look like translucent ghosts. They sweep the seafloor for scraps, living vacuum cleaners of the abyss. Above them, a milky sea lily sways, an ancient relative of starfish. Its kind has existed for hundreds of millions of years. The trench preserves living fossils. We are surrounded by Earth's oldest design, survivors of every extinction event. The submersible drifts deeper still. The dial creeps past 10,000 meters. We are now closer to the trench floor. The water feels heavier somehow. Outside, particles hang suspended like dust. Time itself seems slower here. Then our lights find it, the bottom of the world. Pale, rolling sediment under cold black water, featureless yet strangely beautiful. This is Challenger Deep, the deepest place a human can stand on Earth. We hover just above the mud. A faint current stirs the silt. Something small skitters away from the lights, another amphipod, untouched by our presence. There is no roar of fanfare. Only quiet hum and slow heartbeats. Yet recent expeditions found something unexpected here. Plastic bags drifting in the deepest trench. A candy wrapper photographed near the bottom. Human fingerprints in a place older than memory. The trench is remote but not separate. Our world reaches even here. Scientists also found new microbes in this mud, organisms unknown to any textbook. Some may help break down pollutants. Others might unlock new medicines. The hadal zone is a frontier of biology, a laboratory we have barely opened. We begin our slow ascent. The mud falls away beneath us. The trench walls rise on either side. shadows deeper than anything we have known. Somewhere out there, more snailfish drift. More amphipods clean the dark. More creatures wait that we have never named, lives we may never see. We have mapped Mars in higher detail than this place. We have walked on the moon more easily. Less than a quarter of our deepest ocean is well charted. The rest is still blank. Every dive returns with new species. Every sample whispers new questions. The Challenger Deep is not empty. It is simply patient. As we rise back toward light, the colors return. Blue, green, gold. The surface shimmers above like a distant sea link, a boundary between two worlds. Below us, the trench closes back into mystery, sealed by pressure, darkness, and time. If this descent moved you, leave a comment about what surprised you most. Your words help others find these stories. And if you want more journeys below the light, subscribe and ring the bell. New depths are waiting. The deepest place on Earth is not a void. It is a living, breathing secret. And it has been keeping that secret long before us. It will keep it long after we are gone.